Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Glad that you could join me once again. It's been a little while, probably almost about a month since I last posted a video, and I had great expectations to do many videos through Christmas break, but unfortunately my family and I got COVID over Christmas, and so there were no videos to be made. Basically since then it's been a bit of a journey to get back to feeling normal again. So yeah, it's been a process, but we're glad to be back. We're glad that it wasn't worse than what it was. Just knowing the severity that COVID can cause and has caused in people's lives. So we're grateful for that. All of that to say is everything that I wanted to do got pushed back. And so today I'm finally getting to my New Year's resolution video. I think it's interesting that we have resolutions, that we create these new things that we want to achieve or goals that we want to reach in our lives. I just want to talk about resolutions. What are they? Why do we make them? And are they important? Are they something that we need in our lives, especially each and every year? So let's get started. I have some thoughts about this, and yeah, hopefully you'll find them thought-provoking, helpful, or not. So first I want to talk about the positives and the negatives of creating New Year's resolutions. Let's consider the positives first. For me, New Year's resolutions means that we can set goals for things, that we have goals to achieve, things that we want to accomplish. New Year's resolutions also help determine vision or a mission for your next year, whether that be personal goals or work goals or fitness goals, or a vision to be a better version of yourself in some way. Those are all positives. Also, it can be a catalyst for change. So those are the positives of New Year's resolutions. What are some negatives? Well, I think the easy one is that we end up creating all of these goals or visions, and we put them so far out of reach that we end up not being able to achieve them, to actually make them happen. And that really can then set us up for failure, especially if we have a habit of doing this year in and year out. We create these resolutions, and for many different reasons, we end up failing and we don't follow through, and it can just create a pattern in our lives that's not a positive one. That's a negative one. Another negative is that we kind of set ourselves up for failure every year because of this cycle, that we know we're probably not going to be able to follow through, and we end up not following through just like we thought. It's just this mental game that we go through year in and year out, that isn't helpful, and that's not honestly healthy for us. So those are just a few negatives that we can have in trying to create these New Year's resolutions for ourselves. All right, it is starting to rain here a little bit, so I'm going to maybe find cover under this tree, one of these big trees here. So I'm at a park here in Longview, a fairly big, nice park. And on this little, it's kind of a little island. If you can see around me in the back, there's water all around back there as well. All right, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Resolutions. So what are my thoughts on resolutions? Because there are pros, there are cons, as I just mentioned. I believe that New Year's resolutions, when used correctly, can be great tools and aids to help us become the person that we want to be and get us to places in life that we want to get. However, that being said, there's a few things that we need to consider when creating our resolutions. So the first one is this: make your resolution attainable. Something that you can put a plan in place, have attainable goals along the way. So I see this in health resolutions all the time when someone wants to lose a lot of weight, and this is the year that they're going to get in shape and all of these things, and their goal is, I'm just going to join a gym. Well, that's not really an attainable way of reaching that resolution. That's just one step in many steps that are going towards making that resolution a reality. My second tip is have accountability. Have someone in your life, multiple people in your life that are going to hold you to your resolution, hold you to the goals, to the things that you want to accomplish, hold you to those steps or the process that you've put in place. Because if you're the only one who knows about the goals that you want to achieve this year or the resolutions that you want to make in your life, I can guarantee you they probably will not happen. I mean, let's be honest, we as individuals can be pretty weak when it comes to motivation to take the next step or do the things that we know we need to do. We'll just give up, and we need those around us to push us forward, to know what our goals are, and to help us achieve them. All right, oh, it's a little tight in here. So my last tip is this: when you're making your goals and setting your resolutions and all of those things, realize that to achieve your goals and to set new habits and to become the person that you really want to be is going to take time, and it's not going to happen overnight. And you might fall down, but know that you can get back up and you can work at it again, that you can continue to pursue those resolutions, those things, those goals that you have set, that vision that you have set for your year. You can still do that. Even if you fail for a time or mess up or get behind, you can still do it. It takes time to create new habits and change in your life, and just know that that's part of the process. So I guess just be easy on yourself. It's not the end of the world if you don't get it the first time or don't see change immediately. It will happen if you stick with it. So don't get frustrated if you don't see change immediately, and whatever it is that you're pursuing, stick with it, and I know that you'll be able to do it. So for 2022, my New Year's resolution is for this channel is that I can get over 100 subscribers. I am so close. So that would be really cool. But more specifically to why I'm doing all of this and why I have this channel is to really continue to grow as a videographer, to become better at telling story and putting down my thoughts and seeing it come to life through video, and to see just this this whole business continue to grow, continue to be something that I've always dreamed it could be. And so yeah, I'm really excited about 2022. I'm hoping and praying that things, as we've been saying for a long time, finally get back to some normalcy, and that we can really see things flourish again. And I'm looking forward to a great 2022. I hope you are as well. Thanks for joining me on this one. Like and subscribe, that would be awesome. And yeah, we'll talk to you later. Well, that's good timing. I guess you will have needed to make your resolutions by now.